I've been walking around Urbana all day. You're seeing all kinds of new things, construction, new signs going up. The school says it has never been told not to let the mother take her son home, but police say that's not the real problem. The water's moving so quickly that just in the last hour, it's crept over this curb and into the road, creeping closer and closer to people's homes. There's still a lot we don't know about what happened in this house behind me. No one is coming in and no one is coming out. Right now, the SWAT team is still out here. We've definitely seen some motorcycles go cranking by, and it turned some heads.
I came to the door and I noticed that there was brown stuff flowing right here.
What usually goes down your toilet was coming up into Tanya Durst's basement.
It was probably a smell of all the combination of every animal in the zoo at one time going to the bathroom.
She took this home video, a mudslide of muck across her floor. The family's tried to save what it can, putting everything on tables, but the stench is so strong they haven't been able to stay here, and that's what's been the hardest.
It's difficult. You go to stay in somebody else's house and you pack a bag and you feel like you're imposing on somebody else when you have your own house to live in and you're dumping off your kids here and your granddaughter here.
Durst had to borrow $6,000 from her parents to get it cleaned up. She's not happy with how the city of Urbana handled it.
I get passed along from one person to another and phone call just telling me that I need to get estimates.
The city says the problem was its fault and it probably will reimburse the families once the claims come in. But 1 week with no home has left Durst in a stinky situation. A new group of local celebrities are hitting billboards all over Champaign County. It's to promote the Buddy Walk, a day dedicated to learning more about Down syndrome. We were there today as one little guy got his first look.
You want to go see your billboard? Yeah.
At just 7 years old, Hagen Barker is getting his 15 minutes of fame.
That's you on a billboard! Yeah!
Hagen's mom is running this year's Buddy Walk, so when she thought marketing, well, she knew just the models.
I think we have some cute kids and adults and teenagers, and we just want to showcase our kids in the community and just raise awareness for Down syndrome.
Now the kids are larger than life.
Are you excited? That's you?
Yeah!
Or to Hagen, well, as big as SpongeBob.
As soon as I seen him like run on our driveway towards the back, I ran upstairs, I told everybody to get inside the room.
13-year-old DeAndre knew something wasn't right. When he saw someone snooping around the house, he switched into Big Brother mode, protecting the younger kids.
Scary moment. This is where they ran right up.
The 4 kids hid in their parents' room. Then they heard the back door get kicked in.
That noise was like a pounding noise. It just slammed right open.
And that's when 11-year-old Mario called 911.
We were just telling each other to get down, hide, and be quiet. Don't talk loud.
The oldest brother locked the door and grabbed his dad's machete, kept hidden in case of an emergency. Mario stayed on the phone with the dispatcher while trying to keep his sisters calm.
I was starting to freak out and like I couldn't keep myself calm. So Mario guided me and DeAndre like, just keep calm, we're right here, you're safe.
By the time police got here, the men had left the house, but not long after, the kids were able to spot them in the neighborhood and point police to their guys.
The most scariest day of my life. I don't ever want to go to that ever again.
The scariest day for their mom and dad, too. But they couldn't be more proud of how their kids pulled together.
They all work together as a team, and if they didn't work together as a team, I don't think the 2 suspects would have been in custody right now.
Mark Palmer and his wife spend a lot of time in downtown Champaign. They love the sights and sounds. Well, not every sound.
A motorcycle or a group of them will come through being extra loud, and everyone's conversation will come to a complete stop.
The Champaign Downtown Association did a survey to find out what people thought about the area. Motorcycle noise got a big thumbs down.
Seem to rev their engines loud, and whether it be on purpose or just the type of motorcycle they have.
Police say enforcing the law isn't easy. Motorcycle noise can't be above about 80 to 82 decibels. That's just average traffic sound. Then when it bounces off tall buildings, well, you can see how it gets tricky. Martha Kelly hopes a few noisy riders don't give all of them a bad name.
I would not defend anyone's right to go downtown and, where the buildings are tall on each side and just crack it wide open just to make noise.
Noise ordinances have been put in place across the country. Some cities ban motorcycles from riding down certain streets.
Although if you could get down and look into the exhaust, anything that's more open is going to be probably louder.
At Andres Harley-Davidson, they tell people to watch their pipes so they can keep their rights.
This is a sport that we enjoy and we don't want to see it go away, and so it is a concern, which is why we take a stance.
But as complaints roar in, the city may be forced to act.
I don't think we want to reach that point in downtown Champaign. That's not what we're about. We want everyone to enjoy this, but we need to respect each other's enjoyment.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Evans. Firefighters in Champaign were kept busy this Labor Day holiday. Flames ripped through a vacant home in the 400 block of West Beardsley. McKinley Health Center stayed open for the holiday to take care of 6 students. Doctors believe they've seen more than 100 cases. Some students at the clinic today say they waited for about an hour and the waiting room was packed. Others say they're not taking it too seriously but are noticing the changes on campus. Labor Day tradition as the Sweet Corn Festival in Hoopeston comes to a close. Well, if you didn't make it, here's your chance. Well, firefighters in Michigan were working overtime this Labor Day. Crews battled 3 vacant structure fires overnight. News, families turned out to Douglas County today for a slice of tradition. It was the annual Arthur Cheese. Well, dozens of angry football parents say they're being treated unfairly. The Danville Bears youth football team was kicked out of the Central Illinois Youth League. It's just days before the championship games.
Even though with the small violations, I don't see a reason to eliminate and take a championship from these kids.
The league says it's for several things like poor sportsmanship and underqualified refs, but parents say it's not true. WCIA 3's Tanisha Shade is live in Danville. So Tanisha, they were told their season is over, but it looks like you're at practice right now. Well, Kewan Carrington's friends and classmates continue to reel in disbelief. Today was their first day back at school since the shooting. A surprising guest joined some lunch diners in Detroit. A deer smashed through a restaurant's window. It was all caught on tape. The animal didn't stay for long, leaving the restaurant seconds later right through the front door. Many were surprised to see the deer, but luckily no one was hurt.